YouTube, what's going on? This is the Detail Guy, just back with another video. Today I'm dealing with these headers. I showed y'all before me actually purchasing the headers and was telling y'all I was going to wrap it with the fiberglass wrap, being that these headers are just painted and not ceramic coated. So what I'm doing right now is I'm actually wrapping the headers. I just wrapped this long side here. As you can see, make sure you got some scissors, make sure you got some zip ties, also make sure you got the metal lock straps that go with it, so you can lock it in certain spots. I got the zip ties for temporary while I'm still locking in all the other spots, so I'm gonna come back and put the metal zip ties on these. Matter of fact, let me get those so y'all understand what's going on. I own the rights to this music, but these are the metal ties that go with it. I had to actually make me the tool that turns and locks it. All I did was took a socket and took a little cutting wheel and put a slit on both sides, so I could actually lock the straps down. That's this right here on a ratchet. I just put two slits in it. Maybe you can see it. Put two slits in it because the kit didn't come. It didn't come with a set. Matter of fact, let me get it over here so y'all can see it. Sorry, I'm running y'all back and forth, but the kit didn't come with nothing but the straps and the actual heat wrap. Again, that's the parts number where I got it. This is, like I said, I got it off Amazon. It's a fiberglass. I bought the 3-pack. I'm on pack 1 right now, roll 1 I should say. So you get 3 rolls, and you get also 3 sets of 10 of these metal straps. That's what comes with the kit, but they don't give you the tool that you need. So if you don't have it, just find your little socket. Put two old sockets. You see this old rusty little socket I ain't gonna use. I put the slit in it, and all you do is hook it on the end that you gonna tighten down, and just turn it, ratchet it back till it's tight, and then cut the excess off. So that's what I'm doing right now. So the best way to do this, I've watched all of the YouTube videos on this, and I got some understanding. The best way to do it is to figure out a system to be able to wrap the collector and each one of these tubes. Now it gets harder to wrap some of these, but you just got to figure it out. I wrapped the longest one first and the collector. I laid out the fiberglass like you see on the ground right there. That's probably about 25 feet. I used probably about 23 feet, 22 feet already on here, and this is what I got left out of that. So I'm gonna see if I can somewhat wrap this one, and see if this little bit right here works for that. If that don't work, now I go into this longer unit here and try to wrap each one of these coming off of this collector part right here, so I can make sure I get each one. You're probably gonna need a tie here, a tie here, a tie up here, depending if you put them both together, and a tie on this one and down here. So you get 10 in the pack. You can put them together to make them longer, but I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do with it real quick. Let me sit you down for a second and see if I can kind of give you an idea of what's going on. So this is the unit. So bear with me for a second. I'm gonna try this one real fast to see how it goes, and then we'll go from there. All right. So hopefully you can hear me. But I'm gonna take this short strap first and see if I can wrap this short one here. What you want to do is go between, fold it over to get a starting point right here. Pull your strap tight. Come back across it, keep it tight as you can keep it. Keep it extremely tight. Pull it. Take your finger and hold that spot. Tight as you can hold it. Take your strap and go back between. Like that. Keep it tight though. You want to keep it as tight as you can. Even if you got to wrap it across it again, do it. But you want to keep it tight. You want to pull it back through. And keep trying that process. Work your way up the pipe. Alright, work your way up the pipe. You want to wrap the whole pipe, but you want to leave room for your screws. Put your bolts in, I mean. So, this is tightening down pretty good. If you do it right, you might not need no strap right there. You just might need one up top. But just keep wrapping. See how far it goes. Now this piece might be, this extra piece here might be too short. But we're going to try to see how far it lets me get as I creep up this pipe. All I'm doing is keeping it as tight as possible. Wrapping it on back around. Like I said, if it's too short, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it off and get the longer one and start it from the longer one and cut off the excess after I lock it in. Which this one looking too short. See that? But that's the concept. See how that's going? That's the concept off of that collector. That's how you want it to do. So I'm going to take this one off. I'm going to get the long one. And I'm going to start over till I get up here. And I'm going to strap that down. And I'm going to start over with these two in the middle. Alright? So give me a second. I'm going to cut you off and cut you back on. Hey, check me out, y'all. That piece that was too short for this one, I ended up being able to use it. I ended up being able to use it on this one, giving me enough room to get it all the way up. Now y'all might say, oh, that's not all the way up, but you don't have to go all the way up for it to do its job. Plus, you want to keep this hole free. What you see right there, you want to keep that hole free so you can screw the screws and stuff in. Same thing over here. I might have to trim this one down a little bit so I can make sure I get my screws in where I need to get them in. So I might have to trim this one down, trim it back a little bit, clear this area right here. But yeah, that little piece worked. So again, all you're doing, and with these ones, I probably end up having to wrap half of this together into one and finishing with another one like that. So you see how it's coming along, how nice it's looking. Once I finish doing them like this, I'm going to take the, like I said, once I finish doing them like this and wrapping each one, I'm going to take the paint. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to go with this satin black VHT header paint, that silica ceramic coat paint. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the actual fiberglass on this header all the way around. What that's going to do is add a little more durability to this fiberglass and just cover it also with some added protection. That's going to lock this in also. It's going to harden it up a little bit on there, and that's going to give it even more protection. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this. Once I get everything wrapped up and going, I'll cut you back on. Hi YouTube, I'm back. YouTube. Finished product. I got them all wrapped. I ended up having to pull them two together. So it's too tight right up in this crack right here to slide them in between. So I wrapped these two together here. I came back down, wrapped it some more, and finished off this last one here, which gave it a nice finish on it now. So what I'm getting ready to do now, I'm about to go hang this bad boy up, and I'm going to paint it and then get to the next one. But that's pretty much how you do it. You just got to take your time. I had probably about 20, maybe 15 feet left. I got a little roll, maybe about 15 feet left. That may get me some done on the next one. But like I said, I got 3 rolls of it. So, yeah, I got plenty. I got plenty straps. Got plenty straps left. Out of a 10 pack, I wasted one and used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of a 10 pack. So I still got 20 metal straps left plus those 3. So and I only had to use 2 of the zip ties to hold it in place while I did the other stuff. So everything's on it. It's tight now. I ain't worried about nothing. Everything's strapped up real tight. I ain't worried about nothing coming loose. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take it in my little paint booth and I'm gonna spray this whole piece here, and then I'm gonna get to doing the next one. But I'll show you this one once it's a finished product, all right? Meanwhile, I'll cut you back on when I get some more. All right, YouTube, so I'm in my paint booth. I'm getting ready to spray this header. Just want to get an even coat on both sides, every angle of it. Make sure that it's coated and let it sit overnight, harden up, and you'll have another layer of protection. So, like I said, I'm using a VHT flame proof, 1300 to 2000 degrees Fahrenheit. It's silica ceramic coating, but I'm putting it on the fiberglass, so it should give it added protection. So let's see what we get when we spray. Let's see what we get when we spray, y'all. It's black, so still coming out black. I mean, that was the game plan anyway. Y'all know the motor scheme I'm going with. Red and black on the motor. So my headers is black. The motor is gonna be red. But like I said, y'all seen that already. But it's gonna look, to me, it's gonna look rather good. This gonna look rather good up against that head. Like I said, I'm spraying everything, trying not to miss nothing. Even the exposed part of the header, it's gonna be on the block. I'm spraying that too. Probably gonna bake right off, but it's gonna bake off this part up here, but not off of the actual heat wrap. But if you don't know, this is just a cheaper way of spending less for some headers and still getting the same, if not better, results. Of course, this don't last forever, but doing it like this, spraying it with this coating, helps it last even a bit longer. But everything gets old, so after a while you might have to change them again. But it's worth it. You know, I knocked off a couple $100 for the headers, and then I got this kit offline for cheap. This fiberglass. You could do titanium. Some say titanium is easier to wrap, but it does the exact same thing. You just don't got to deal with the fiberglass fibers. But as long as you put gloves on, I actually put a whole suit on, my whole mechanic suit or whatnot, my overalls. You'll be alright. Just keep the stuff out your face and different things like that. You'll be alright. Ain't really nothing to it. But spray it nice and even, just like what we're doing right here. Get a nice even coat all the way around it. And then basically just let it sit and dry, and it'll harden up. And then once you put your heat from the exhaust from the motor, it'll give it even added stiffness as far as protection. Because then everything will shrink to this, and it'll be exactly what you need it to be. So I'm cool with it. It don't look bad, It's not nothing that you like, oh, that's ugly to the eye. It's really nice. It really, it looks alright to me. I ain't got no issues with it. But when you see it on that block, you're gonna be like, gosh, your body, that looks good. Kind of gave y'all an idea what I was doing when I was picking the motor up from the motor shop. There was another one sitting in there that had the exact same thing as far as the headers done to it already. So all I did was just, follow that game plan and shoot, just gonna see how it goes. You know what I mean? Just gonna see how everything goes. But this should work. What it's going to do is it's going to decrease the heat and increase my horsepower, because it's going to cause all the heat to stay in these headers and push them out through the pipes for a quicker exhaust. And it's going to keep my engine bay warmer. It's going to allow my motor to breathe, a lot better as far as pushing the air and stuff, heat and stuff out. So, with me having all that room I'm gonna have up in my engine bay, by moving my heat box out, this makes it easier for me to work on the car without getting burnt all up from these headers and the motor being so hot. It's still gonna be hot, don't get me wrong, but this will block a lot of the heat, the discoloration, all that kind of stuff like that. So, yeah, so this should work. But if it's something that you're interested in, look into it. I mean, research it and read about it before you just do it. That's with everything I say, because a lot of times I be wrong. I be talking off of certain things that I tried and it worked for me, but sometimes it could be wrong. So just try it for yourself, research it for yourself. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Everybody gonna say the same different thing. Oh, you should have went with the long tubes. Oh, you should have went with the ceramic. Oh, you should have did a whole lot. But last time I checked, this was my car, so I'm building it the way I like it, and from what I've researched and figured to work for what I'm doing and for the specs of my car. I'm not trying to do too much crazy, but I'm getting it decent. So this car gonna be a nice cruiser with a nice strong motor transmission, a nice strong drivetrain. A nice looking drivetrain. The motor compartment gonna look real good. The engine compartment, the engine gonna look good. Everything's gonna be color matched under that hood. So that's why I'm doing it like this, so I can still get good performance out of that block. So yeah. So anyway, this is CJ. It's coming at you again with another little quick video. Hope you enjoy it. This is an update on the 83 Olds engine compartment, and we slowly coming along. I'm gonna have some updates real soon for my T-top Cutty. My man, he moving a little bit, now. So I don't want to put too much in the air just yet, but everything is working out for my good, as the word of God would say. So I'm hoping and praying that we can get everything done in a timely fashion so I can enjoy the summer with some of my Cutlass partners, and even just posted pictures of it. I mean, because of course y'all know how it is, ain't nothing never done. It's still stuff I'm gonna have to do to the car once I get it from him. I gotta put the whole car back together, so that's gonna take some time. So I just want to get it so I can get those things done, especially right now while I got a couple dollars. You know what I mean? When you got the money, you want to be able to get stuff done. So that's where I'm at with it right now. But whichever car comes first is the one I'm gonna be cruising around in for the summer. So, but yeah. So, and this is a satin black color that I'm going with. That's why you see it dying down on these header parts that I'm painting. But it's perfect for the fabric. So you see how that look? See how that looks? Perfect. So that's gonna look good up on that engine block. So yeah, this is CJ the Detail Guy again, just checking out with another video. I'm gone. YouTube, what's going on? This is CJ the Detail Guy, just back with an update on them headers. Got them all finished. They all painted up nice, strapped up nice. That's the first one I was working on. This is the second one I was working on. This one went a lot smoother and a lot faster. It's a lot different in some ways, and I was able to wrap these two together from midway as I wrapped each one. So it went pretty cool. I was able to also paint them. So they're all done. It's a real simple job to do on your own. Try it, you know. If you ever go with the unpainted headers, try it. But just make sure you follow it the way the way you understand it to be. Try to do it as right as possible, and also make sure you get that ceramic header paint and paint these after you wrap them. The way you're looking at them right now, that's painted. They've been painted with the ceramic coat for headers, which makes this a lot harder, a lot stiffer, and it protects it a little bit more. So that's a finished job. Them headers are ready to go on the car, on the motor. So as soon as everything comes together, that's what's going to be on the motor. So this CJ just with another update on the red 83 O's. I'm gone.